Allah sent the Qur'an to people who think. لِقَوْمِ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. And in previous lectures of mine, I have declared, I have demonstrated to you that the Qur'an explains one of the most dangerous of all phenomena in history, namely the phenomenon of the Antichrist. It is there in the Qur'an. And I'm speaking not just to my Muslim audience, but my Christian audience as well. Because the Christians are now listening to me, and the Christians are now studying the Qur'an as they never did before. Because the Ottoman Empire oppressed them to such an extent, they hated Islam. So Allah has spoken in the Qur'an about the Antichrist or Dajjal. The problem is you have to think. You have to think. And we return to the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam, Solomon. And he made a dua. He made a dua. He asked in a prayer, when Allah showed him the vision of a Jassad sitting on his throne, that this, they kindly grant that no one can inherit my kingdom after me. And Allah accepted the prayer when he died, because the kingdom then perished and has never been restored. I have explained to you that verse of Surah Sad of the Qur'an. Sulaiman alayhi salam is ruling the world from the holy state or the Khilafah state of Israel in Jerusalem. It's the ruling state in the world. I shouldn't have to spend time proving to you it was the ruling state in the world. You are smart enough to understand that. And then Allah gave him a vision. I should not have to demonstrate the proof to you. It's a vision. You're smart enough. Save me that time. And in this vision, he saw someone sitting on his throne. And Allah speaks about him, the one sitting on the throne, as a Jassad. This is the verse that we return to again and again and again and again, until you are tired of listening to me on this verse. And yet they wouldn't listen. And yet they would not listen. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولقد فتنا سليمان وألقينا على كرسيه جسد. We tested Solomon, alayhi salam, with something that caused him distress. And we cast a Jassad on his throne. He is the wisest of all men. Every prophet of Allah has warned his people about the Antichrist. So he already knows the subject of the Antichrist. The Messiah is going to rule the world from Jerusalem. The Antichrist wants to impersonate the Messiah, so he also wants to rule the world from Jerusalem, from the holy state of Israel. But he is an evil being, the Antichrist or Dajjal. And so Sulaiman alayhi salam immediately understood the vision. And then he made this dua or prayer. But the dua is what gives us the proof of his understanding of the vision. قَالَ رَبِّ اغْفِرْ لِي وَهَبْ لِي مُلْكًا لَا يَنْبَغِي لِأَحَدٍ مِّن بَعْدِي. He said, "Oh Allah, forgive me." And he's not asking for forgiveness for any sin he committed. No. Why can't you think? Why can't you think? What's wrong with you? You can't think anymore. No, he's making a general statement, asking for forgiveness for the sins he has committed. Every human being must make that, including all the prophets of Allah. He's asking for forgiveness before he asks for something. That's it. So don't go searching for something that he did. Have some sense. And grant to Allah that none can inherit my kingdom after me. And the second meaning, grant that there will be no kingdom comparable to mine. It is as plain as daylight. He does not want that Jassad to ever rule over his kingdom. He prefers that his kingdom should perish, but that Jassad must not rule over his kingdom. And Allah accepted his prayer. And as soon as Solomon died, the kingdom collapsed and has never been restored. If you are a Christian, come to the Qur'an to explain to you what you did not know before. That it was because of this vision that you knew nothing about until the Qur'an was sent down, that Solomon made that prayer, and Allah answered his prayer, and the kingdom perished after he died and was never restored. But we want to turn now to the time of his death. Because if the Jassad is to act, if the Jassad is to, the vision concerning the Jassad sitting on the throne, if he wants to occupy that throne, then the moment of death of Sulaiman alayhi salam, that is a critically important moment for the Jassad. And so now we turn, I think it is Surah Nabal, is it, of the Qur'an? Can't remember now. Help me if you know it. Where Allah speaks, Ba'da'uzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, about the moment when Solomon died. وَلَمَّا بَعْدَ أُعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ وَلَمَّا قَضَى عَلَيْهِ الْمَوْتِ. At that time, at that moment, when death came to Solomon, مَا ضَلَّهُمْ عَنْ مَوْتِهِ إِلَّا دَأْبَةُ الْأَرْضِ تَأْكُلُ مِنْ سَأَتَهُ. They did not know that he was dead. Madallahum, they did not know that he was dead until Dabbatul Ard came along and consumed the his minsa'atahu. When you go to the Tafsir, go to the Tafsir, and see what they have written there in the Tafsir. Go and do it yourself. Don't accept what I am saying. Go and check it out yourself. And this is what they say. Even modern commentators of the Qur'an give us this, excuse my language. They give us this nonsense. It cannot other than qualify as nonsense, and yet it is there in the classical tafsir. And these people who follow wrong methodology, they give the tafsir a status higher than the Quran. Once in the tafsir, it has to be absolute truth. That is the Salafi methodology. The tafsir tells us, excuse me for laughing because it is so foolish, that when Solomon died, Nabi Sulaiman alayhi salam, nobody knew he was dead. Can you believe that? And he remained sitting on his throne, holding on to his staff, even though he was dead. Nobody questioned how come he's not eating food. Nobody questioned how come he's not talking. Nobody questioned how come he's not sleeping. Nobody questioned how come he doesn't go to the toilet. Huh? Nobody questioned. And he remained sitting there, I don't know how many months, maybe years, he sat down there. It had to be a long, long time until termites Dabbatul Arda, termites. I mean, it's so funny. And these termites came and started biting the bottom of the stick. It took a long time for them to bite enough that the stick would lose its balance. And when the stick lost its balance, then the body toppled. And then they knew that Solomon was dead. And this is the, excuse my language again, this is the foolishness that you read in the Tafsir. Not at all. This is wrong. May Allah forgive them for what they wrote, because they could not understand the Qur'an. This is not what is in the Qur'an. What is in the Qur'an is something else. That moment of death of Solomon was critically important for the Jassad. Critically important. Because if this vision is to be fulfilled, if he is to rule the world from Jerusalem, from what he will convince people is the holy state of Israel, then he has to commence his mission as soon as Solomon dies. Is that so difficult to understand? And so Dabbatul Ard cannot be termites at all. What happened when he died was that there were jinn, shayateen, satanic jinn, who were working for Solomon. And Allah had ordered them to obey him. And if any of them disobeyed him, he would be punished with terrible punishment. It is these jinn who did not know he was dead. Not everybody. The jinn did not know he was dead. And the jinn would not know that he is dead until when? Until Dabbatul Ard comes. And when Dabbatul Ard comes, they have to consume not his stuff. They have to consume something called his minsa'ah. The staff is asa with sword, and minsa'ah is with seen. What is the minsa'ah? The minsa'ah is a miraculous quality of the staff, for the staff to perform miracles. When Musa alayhi salam threw his staff on the ground, it became a snake. When Musa alayhi salam took his staff and he struck the sea, the water parted. When he struck the rock, 12 streams of water emerged from the rock for each of the 12 tribes. So the staff has a miraculous quality in it. That's the minsa'ah. And the word minsa'ah is connected with nasi. إِنَّمَا النَّسِيُّ زِيَادَةٌ لِلْكُفْرِ. Nasi is time. Nasi is time. So when you are holding on to that staff, what is Jassad? That is what the Jassad is doing, the Antichrist is doing. He's holding on to that staff. He's able to show Sulaiman still alive, walking and talking, and the jinn are deceived, and we believe that Sulaiman is still alive. And therefore any order that the Jassad or the Antichrist gives, they're obeying him. This is the truth. This is the correct explanation of the Qur'an. I don't know how many times I have to explain it. No, Imran Hosein, how can you be right and everybody else wrong? Ah, yes. If it is the truth, it will survive. And so that is rubbish, that's nonsense. There in the Tafsir. I'm sorry for my harsh language, but it doesn't qualify anything else. May Allah forgive them for what they wrote about it. They did not understand the Qur'an. I am giving you the correct explanation of the Qur'an. So who is the Jassad? It's another subject. What is it, Jassad? That's not our subject today. That's another subject. Go to my book, if you have the time to read Dajjal, the Qur'an and the Jassad, the Qur'an, the Dajjal and the Jassad, and that book would explain it to you. All my books can be downloaded free of charge. I earn my modest livelihood as a writer. And yet every single book I have written is there on the internet, and you can download it free of charge. Allah is the one who provides risk. So I get my biryani, I get my couscous from Allah. And so now it is plain, it is clear as daylight that the Antichrist was shown in this vision, that the Jassad is the Antichrist, it is Dajjal. If you agree with me, then in the comment section put an R, that's all, right. Put an R, and put your city and your country. No matter how many you are, put it. But if you differ with me, and you have the right to do so, then put a W that my answer is wrong, and then tell me what is right. The Jassad is Dajjal, and Dajjal is the one who is now holding on to the staff. And as a consequence of holding on to the staff, then from that day that Solomon died to this day, he is still deceiving the jinn to believe that Solomon is alive. And he's giving them orders and they have to obey. Where do you think blockchain technology came from? And cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin and so on. And what else is coming in? Where do you think it's coming from? Okay, it's the jinn. And so it is when Dabbatul consume that minsa, destroy that minsa of the stuff, only then will they know that Solomon is dead. And that's bad news for Israel. We pray that our people, our scholars, may wake up and begin to study and understand this verse of the Qur'an before it is too late.